Hey everybody, how you doing today? Superfiend here. Welcome back to Frostpunk and our hard difficulty Fall of Winterhome playthrough using the Order branch of laws. At least a few of them, right? At least a few. We've done the Neighborhood Watch, Morning Gathering, Foreman, Guard Stations, and Patrol. We have not yet done Propaganda Center and the Agitator. And Order is, as many people from what I have read in the past consider Order on this scenario to be a little bit harder than Faith. So I thought it would be fun to try to do this. So that's what we've done. What else are we doing here? We are preparing for the evacuation. We've just started this. We've got 13 days to get this city evacuated. Now, we have just now built the evacuation center. We have not yet sent any engineers to the dreadnought. We have not done that yet. One of the things we are researching here is Flying Hunter's gear. And as soon as that is done, as soon as we finish that, we want to get faster outpost teams. And what that will do is it will knock 4 hours off of the travel time from Winterhome to the dreadnought. So it will decrease the time from 24 hours per trip to 20 hours per trip. And so 4 hours, 24 divided by 4 is 6. So every 6 days, it's like we get a free trip to the dreadnought. And we have 13 days here. So 12 goes, or 6 goes into 12, 13, 6 goes into 13 2 times. So we could get like 2 extra days, 2 extra trips to the dreadnought. I don't know why I can't get that math right. It's probably because I woke up so early and my brain is just a fuzzy mess right now after working all day. So anyways, let's go ahead. Let's get this going. One of the first things we got to do is we got to get people moving to the dreadnought. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pull off engineers. We need 25 engineers, so I'm going to do max and then take away 3, and bam, those guys, they're off. They're out of here. Just take a picture. Go forth, you intelligent young lads, and go inspect the dreadnought for us, and then we can go ahead and put the other 3 engineers back on here. We no longer have anybody sick, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull this out of here and turn the heater off and turn the building off. And we're going to put those people back in here. Now, we are going to try to build 2 more automatons, right? Like as soon as we get the steel resources, and the workday has started. So we should get those pretty soon. Plus, these guys are going to drop off 200 steel in an hour. So what we can do is just go straight into faster outpost teams, and we'll spend the 30 steel in here. Because these guys are going to drop us off 200. We'll be able to build the 2 automatons. Things are going to be looking really good in all of those regards. And then we need to build, we need some more resource depots. And we have returned to our work pool and automaton. So let's see, where are we going to put this automaton? We'll go ahead and send it back here. Okay, we don't have any more loose automatons going. So we got an automaton being built here. We have an automaton being built here. We are gathering still pretty much fast. And now we need resource depots for coal. Coal and maybe steel. And if we come looking here at raw food and food rations, we probably need for each of those. So let's go ahead and go 1, 2, 3. That's all we can build right now. Let's build an extra cookhouse so we can get through the raw food fast. So we're going to do a cookhouse. We'll just put it back here for right now. And we only have 11 engineers on this thing. So what that means is malfunctions, when the generator malfunctions, they will be more severe and take longer to repair. And of course, we don't want that. And we can also spend some food rations on some of these workshops. Just cycling through the workshops here to get some efficiency up. And if we go through our wood buildings, they are not ready yet to spend food rations for the foreman ability to increase production. So we'll wait patiently for that to happen. And we can go ahead and do another resource depot right. Let's see, right here. Okay, we're just going to like fill all this up with resource depots. And our coal is pretty much full. We got about 5 days worth. And so if we see the temperature drop, we just need to increase the steam level to 2. So if it goes to minus 58, we need to bump our steam level up. This cookhouse back here. Oh boy, we need to demolish that. And foreman, exemplary behavior. Keep up the good work. Sure, whatever. Whatever you say, guys. Excellent. Faster outpost teams research. So this is now going to get there in 15 hours. That's excellent. So we want to come in here and look at what do we need next. Let's look at resources. Let's research resource depot upgrade. And then all of our resource depots will be able to store 50% more. So we won't have to build as many of them, which is kind of important because each one that we build takes food and steel, and it's not cheap. Okay, bam. Automatons just came out. We are out of steam cores. So we're now going to demolish this factory back here. Okay. We can turn this steam hub off. We don't need that running anymore because it's only heating the beacon and these things back here. And we're going to go ahead and get some automatons on these wooden runes, steel runes, wooden runes. Okay, so all of our automatons are assigned. Over here, just to be safe, let's build just 5 more prosthetics. That'll take us up to 10. And then we're going to demolish this factory. Or no, I'm sorry. We're going to build another automaton in this factory. We're going to do that when we have enough steel. So, honestly, we want to wait till this one's done. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's do coal, and then let's do raw food. Okay. And then let's do food rations in this one. Let's go ahead and drop some children in here. Excellent. Okay, this thing has nothing to do. Let's build an automaton. We're not going to get it done today. Darn. Research depot just got finished being upgraded. That's excellent timing. Perfect. Okay, so in here, what do we want? What do we really want? I kind of think we want the steam coal thumper. But I think we're going to go with the repair station upgrade, but we have to wait. We have to wait a little bit. Okay, so we just need a little bit of steel before we can start, or before we can assign that research. We're not losing any time right now because the workday's done, and so nobody's in these buildings. And look at now how much more capacity we have for raw food and food rations and all that. So that is excellent. And we have 5 engineers. Let's go ahead. Let's put those 5 engineers on here. Bring it back up to 6. And I think what we're going to do... no, we're going to leave that. We need more engineers in the repair station. Okay, we need more people in there. We don't have enough. Sorry, I'm just kind of like fidgeting around with the camera while we wait. Okay, can we do this now? Yep. Okay, so that will finish in the morning. And if we just go through here really quick and check if any of these can do the foreman. No. Let's zoom out. Let's look at the wall drill. All of that stuff. No, can't do anything with that. What about the advanced steelwork? So we'll be able to do those soon. Up here, if we start dismantling roads, we will get a lot of wood and stuff back. What is going on with this thing? It's still harvesting wood. We have 433 left. We might be slightly mistimed here on some of this stuff. Okay, so let's see. All of our wood production, we can increase by 40%. And then also our steelworks should be just about ready. We need 10 food rations, so that's not going to happen until tomorrow. Now we got somebody starving. Oh no, what have I done? And we can pass a law. Now, here's the deal with Propaganda Center. 1, it's big. 2, it requires 10 engineers. And 3, if you leave it up long enough, somebody commits suicide. So... I'm thinking we want to get it for the agitator because the agitators increase workplace efficiency by like 20%. But we don't want to leave the propaganda center up for very long. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to get it. When we have to build it, we'll drop it somewhere where we have room. We could probably fit it back here if we demolish all these streets. In fact, let's prepare for that. So we'll go ahead and No. Let's do this. So we'll just demolish all that. So the propaganda center, when it's done, we can build it in here. We can get it staffed, and then we'll just demolish it. But we need that so that we can get the agitators. Okay, we need the agitators. Okay, people are still a little bit hungry. Nothing I can do about that now. Hopefully nobody dies before now and tomorrow. Let's just go ahead here. Still minus 40. Some people are getting sick. Okay, so we need to pop some people off of here. Max, open, on. The sick people immediately pour in. Okay, we got 6 days of coal, which is good. Oh no, the engineer, what's it called? The generator is gonna break. It's gonna go boom. Bam, generator failure. We have to repair it immediately. You have to fix it before it blows up from rising stress. Oh no. Okay, so what we do is we just say none, 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 none. Now we're at 36. Oh no, we must. Okay, so they want us to raise hope. So we're going to go ahead here and we must hold on for a couple more days. That's fine. It's not going to be an issue. What's the generator stress? It's broken is what it is. None. None. Let's get all these people on here. Okay, so in 9 hours, we can still fit a couple more. None and none. Okay, boom. So now we're at 56. Okay, we're going to get one more thing out of here, and then we'll put these people over there. And so while they're working on that, do we have 10 food rations? Not quite yet. The automatons can't refuel, so right now, kind of like all of our production is at a standstill. Not good. Not good. And our first team of engineers has not yet made it to the dreadnought. Okay. We got some more people that are sick. So let's go ahead here and let's say none. And let's put some engineers in here. Open that medical post up. And the reason they're sick, basically, is they're too cold right now. Okay, everything's starting to drop in temperature, so people are going to get sick, all that good stuff. And what we need is we need to get through to the workday. Okay, come on. Nobody dies. Nobody dies. Okay, nobody dies. I think we're going to take these people off of there, and we're going to open up one more of these to get those sick people treated. Okay. Heating is almost off. Okay, so this is not good. Okay, the thing finally made it to the evacuation center. Okay, we need to get through this. The heating is off. Oh no, we're frozen. Okay, prepare the evacuation. The first crew is in place. It wants us to do stuff. Yay. Look at all the raw food rations we got. We got 970, 100. It's a lot. Right now, we're not doing any research, okay? We're not getting any research done right now. Nothing is going on. I probably could have managed this a little bit better, but that's okay. It's not going to be the end of the world, even though, like, the setting is the end of the world. It's a frozen apocalypse. Come on now. This always gets me if you don't pay attention to this. When this is done, okay, okay, boom, generator's operational. You have to go back in here. You have to turn it back on manually, which is irritating. Now what we could do is we can go ahead and say, like, let's get 20 engineers off of here. So we have adequate staff. We could take these 20 people, get our research moving again. Okay. And then, let's see, what else we need to do in here. Yeah, none of that's moving. That's okay. Let's see that things are heating up. Very good. So we're getting back on track with that. And we don't have any engineers available. We have to build the propaganda center. Let's go ahead, order. First, let's make sure that our automaton is going. Okay, so our automaton is being built. He's almost ready. As soon as he's done, if we come over here to the evacuation center for cabins, you see that we have to send a steam core. We're going to need to send a steam core, but we have none. But what we're going to do is as soon as this automaton is built, and now we have none, we can dismantle this factory. That's going to get us 5 engineers back. We put them in over here, and we are going to get a steam core from dismantling this factory. That's where we're going to get the 1 steam core that we need. In the meantime, okay, just hopefully nobody dies from being sick. Let's go ahead and just throw these engineers in here. Make sure that's all done. We got 40 engineers working in here. The last of our automatons are built. We will not be building any more automatons this playthrough. And then we'll go ahead and we'll turn this on 24 hours because the propaganda center is a 24-hour doodad. We need it on constantly all the time. We have lots of people getting food rations. Now, from this point forward, we are not going to have enough engineers to man all of our workshops. So what we're going to do is we're going to dismantle. It's going to get us a little bit of steel. We're going to dismantle this inner ring here, okay, because we're not going to have enough engineers for the rest of the playthrough to man those things. And watchdog, okay, a child came to the guard station and told us stuff, gave us a toy. He's very happy with us. Good. I'm going to leave a few of these just in case we can use them. And then we'll also, now that we have food rations, we'll go ahead, we'll bump those up. Food rations, we're going to do this here to get our hope and discontent under control. Okay. So we are back on track. Everything's going good. We have 3 automatons just standing around doing nothing. So let's see really quick. Let's pause it. And do we have... Do we have any of these that are not being gathered? Any of these runes? Okay, we got some wood runes. But as far as all the runes go, they're all assigned automatons. So now we can start assigning automatons to other things. And so what we're going to do is we just freed up some stuff here. We're going to go ahead and build some more cookhouses. First, we're going to get rid of this road. Okay. So we are going to build cookhouses in here. How many automatons do we have? We have 2 loose automatons. We're going to build 3 cookhouses. And when they're done, we're going to assign 2 automatons to those. And then the other thing we're going to be able to do is take some automatons and put them on this. So we're going to be like bouncing our automatons around. We really need around-the-clock steel production. Not so much wood production anymore, although we kind of want to keep this guy like chugging back here a little bit off and on. And we still also have wood production here. But if our wood gets full, like we'll pull this automaton off and we'll redirect them somewhere else. If we get up to like 1,000 wood, let's say. And so let's go ahead and get it started again. We are researching the repair station efficiency. That just finished. So now we want to get the second one. Okay. And let's go ahead and everywhere where we can use the foreman on our workshops, we'll do that. So they are all like churning through the research as fast as they possibly can. Now we'll come check this out and see what's going on here. Okay, save the children. We have a dilemma here. We either send some of the children, like the youngest children, we send all the children, or we say we can't afford it. Now, we are overachievers. We're going to set our sights high, and we're going to try to evacuate all the children from Winterhome to the dreadnought. If we can do that in 5 days, we have 5 days to do that, our hope will go up and our efficiency will increase by 10%. So you remember either this episode or last episode, our efficiency went down by 10%. We're going to be able to get that back. In the meantime, let's get some children building these food rations here. How do I have 3 automatons doing nothing? Do I really have 3 doing nothing? I do. I got 3 automatons that are doing absolutely butt kiss. Work days, none. Okay. So people should no longer be getting hungry. And what we're going to do is we're going to say none automaton, none automaton. What do we got here? We have, so we'll put an automaton in here. So now we're going to have, at least until the next work shift starts, we're going to have automatons working on the food and gathering steel all night long. Okay, that's what we're doing here. And how long until we do the propaganda center? 2 days, a little over 2 days. We just got another automaton back, so we could say none and put an automaton on this one. So they're going to really rip through this food, give us lots of food rations. And we have a steam core now. So without neglecting this too much, we don't need to send any people right now. Let's pause it real quick. Now remember, we have 5 days to send all the children, 191 children. And so 5 days at 50 children per load would basically be 250 children. So we can wait 1 day before we send any children, which means we can keep all these children around to help with the coal production. And so we don't need to send any children right now. So all we're going to send is we're going to send one steam core. This is the one that we got when we dismantled our factory. We got that one steam core back. And how much steel do we have? We're going to go ahead and send all but 50 steel. And then we're going to go into provisions here. And we're going to send all but 50 food rations. So we're not sending a very big load, but that's going to take care of the first cabin level. And then we're going to need more food. And that's what all these cookhouses are for, is to get all this food built. So that's leaving. It's going to take 19 hours and some change. And so it's going to get there before we have like 4 days left. So we're going to have plenty of time to get all the kids and everybody over there, I believe. What is going on here? This sawmill is all done. All that's left is a little bit of wood back there. So we'll go ahead and release that automaton. We'll take these children off. We'll put them on food production over here. So they're going to go ahead and burn through more of that food production. Looking at our engineer situation, we have adequate staff. So malfunctions will be neither more nor less severe, and they will take a normal amount of time to repair. Okay? So that's looking good. Everything is in excellent condition as far as living conditions go. That's because we're at steam level 2. And at steam level 2, we have 4 days of coal to carry us through. If we pop in and just look at our capacity here, we have lots of coal capacity, pretty good wood capacity, plenty of steel capacity, I think, because we're going to constantly now be sending steel to the dreadnought. And we just need more food and food rations. That's the big deal that we got to worry about. We have 6 prosthetics. We have a few people that are sick. And so one of these should only have a couple patients in it. So this one here only has 4 patients. So as these sick people get better, we'll be able to get some of these engineers out of these medical posts, redirect them back into research or into, this thing over here. And we still need to put some engineers into the propaganda center, right? Now, it looks like someone else got sick. Why are these people getting sick? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why are you people getting sick? Nobody should get sick. We got warm, toasty temperatures. Okay, what is going on with this? How are people getting sick right now? Everybody's got excellent living conditions. I do not understand why anybody is getting sick. Why are they getting sick? Well, I don't want anybody to die, so I'm going to drop another medical post in here, and as soon as that's done being built, I guess I'll throw some engineers into it. But I want to make sure nobody dies. Nobody is going to die in this playthrough. Not at all. Okay, let's just speed things up here a little bit. Yeah, this is still not done. Come on. Come on. Oh, we got another automaton back, so we'll go ahead and take these children off and put the automaton over there on that cookhouse. And see, right now we have 36 children that are ready to be sent when the whenever with the evacuation doodad, the little choo-choo train, when it gets back. We need to take some people out of there. Throw them in there. Okay, we got an automaton. Okay, there's 5 more children that we got back. So now we're at 41 children and lots of food production. Almost ready to start the day. What are these people doing? Get in the medical post, please. Yeah, all my medical posts are on. Why did people get sick all of a sudden? That seems ridiculous. Temperature's dropping. We're going to raise the steam level. So we have 2 days of coal. 2 days of coal. And we still need to get people back in that thing. Oh, and you know what else we can do? No, we can't. We can't do the patrol yet. I was thinking we could do that and get some hope and discontent back, but we are unavailable to do that right now. Unable. Not unavailable. Okay, can these people get healthy again? We have 1, 2, 3, 4... Well, it doesn't have anybody sick out here, so everybody's being treated. This number is going down. 2 days worth of coal. I thought... Okay, I set it to 24 hours, but it's not on. Good. Shouldn't be on. And can we just pop through here? Look at these real quick. Nothing to do in there. Those ones are all at maximum efficiency. Oh, yeah, we can take the automatons off here and put the workers back on. Okay, put the workers back on because the workers get a little bit more per hour than the automatons do. And in a similar fashion, 24 per hour. Maybe we want to say off and put workers. Yeah, the workers get 36 per hour. So we'll have them work on that. And we just need some engineers back so that we can man our propaganda center before somebody commits suicide. I want to get that done before he commits suicide and dies. There's a guy that when you build a propaganda center, he's a poet, and he doesn't like that you built it, and then he commits suicide. And I want to have a no death playthrough. So. Okay, only one person is hungry. Look at that. 866 food rations. 900 raw food in storage. That is superb. Superb. We are professionals. A little concerned about the coal consumption, though. It's a little bit high. And we have 4 automatons doing nothing. But I really don't have anywhere to put them. Okay, let's go ahead and do the steam coal thumper so we can get a little bit ahead of the curve here on the coal gathering, because we are going to lose these children. Okay, we're going to lose children in here, and we're going to need to use our regular workers. So we need to get lots of coal as quickly as possible. We have basically 4 days to get lots of coal using the children in the gathering posts. 4 days. Okay, what's this? Ooh, an indignant woman. Okay. Hope will rise slightly. Yeah, I like that one. Let's do that. Okay, steel is very high. We have lots of steel. This thing's almost there, and then we'll be able to send out another one in just 2 hours. Okay, how long for our research? About 7 hours. I don't know if it's going to be done before the day is done. So let's take 5 engineers off and get them in here. 6 hours. I want to get this done. Okay. I don't like taking the engineers off of the repair station, but I really, really, really want to get this done so that we can build this overnight. So I want it to be done before the day's over, but it's got 4 hours. We're not going to make it. Darn it. We're not going to make it. So we'll let it go until the end of the day, and then we'll take some of those engineers, put them back on here, and we'll put a few on the propaganda center. Okay? That's what we'll do. And I'm going to go ahead and save the patrol. I'm going to save the patrol. You'll see why in a minute. And we have here 3 days, 23 hours. We're going to wait until the workday's done, and then we're going to send the kids out. We want to get the last hour of work out of these children, if we can. Okay, workday's finished. Let's take 5 engineers. We'll put them in here. Boop, hope rises. And we will immediately go ahead and use 10 wood to make a propaganda bulletin that will raise hope even higher. And then we're going to go ahead and take one. Adequate staff. Let's go ahead and get up to 40 engineers in here. We just need more engineers. It's so irritating. We can get some engineers out of one of these. But it's nighttime, so more people might get sick is my concern. Let's go ahead and say none, off. Let's just see if we can get those engineers in there. What happens? We want to say workers none, automaton, workers none, automaton, none, automaton, none, automaton. We have 1 automaton. Let's go ahead and just have it work this thing right here. And that will give us a nice big coal pile in the morning. We're also like almost over capacity here on our food rations. So maybe what we'll do is we'll take this other automaton, take it off, and we'll put it here in the gathering post. And so it will gather coal during the night, and then we'll worry about staffing these 2 cookhouses in the morning, maybe with people or something like that. So what else do we need to do? We need to send the kids out. So how many kids do we have available? We have 51 children available. And so we're going to go ahead and go to people and assign the maximum number of children. Because we got 3 days to send all the children. We're going to get 4 trips. 4 at 50 per trip is going to be more than 161 children. It's going to be enough children, or 191. It's going to be enough. We're cutting it close. We're going to go ahead and do max steel, but we're going to keep 100. We'll go to provisions, and we'll do max. And we'll keep 300 food rations. So we're going to go ahead and send a big pile out to the dreadnought. Right? We're looking good. We are looking good. And more people just got healthy. Let's go ahead and say none. Boom. Off. Put these people in there. We've refitted the dreadnought to provide the basic accommodation and supplies. Now we just have to send enough coal to start it. So basically at this point, we just need to dump as many people and resources into the dreadnought, and coal is one of those resources. So that's pretty much what that's telling us. And the propaganda center has been built. We don't need to see that. And the propaganda center is a 24-hour building, so we're going to go ahead and turn the steam hub on. Okay. Excellent. Now, as long as nobody gets sick, as long as no one gets sick, we can like keep engineers piling into this repair station. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and, well, we're not going to speed it up because we're going to pass a law in just a moment here. And what we're going to pass is the agitator. Boom. So we come over here. Agitators raise efficiency of nearby workplaces by 20%. We're going to pop in. The agitators are 10 wood, 10 steel. We're going to go ahead and drop one right back here. It affects all of these buildings. We're going to drop one right here. Affects all these buildings. Now, if we put one here, it's going to affect the cookhouses, the medical stations, and the repair station. We'll put the next one. What is this? That's a cookhouse. I don't care about that cookhouse. It's okay. We'll put one there. And then we'll put one, like, here. So pretty much all of our production, except for a single cookhouse, has an extra 20% efficiency when manned by regular people. Okay? So that's going to be good. The other thing we can do... Well, let's see if I want to do it. We can also go ahead and upgrade a couple of our guard towers and whatnot. Okay, so discontent, ultra low. Hope is high. We're looking good. We got 50 out of 60 engineers on the repair station. Okay, we got automatons cooking food all night long. Okay, all night. We got automatons gathering steel all night long. They've got the foreman ability going. Agitators are built. Hope rises even further. Fantastic. Like, could we do any better? Could we do better? Possibly, but I don't know how I would do it. The other thing we need to think about now is where are we going to get the next 50 children? So we got 30 back here at this steam coal thumper. Okay, we got 30 back there. And we got 20 over here. Now, this coal thumper is pretty much very well covered by all of this stuff. So we can probably get rid of these two. And probably get rid of these three. And that's 50 children. And if we... let's see. Do we have enough workers? So then we could pile in regular workers and keep this all going. And then the next set of children will come out of the remaining gathering posts in here. At which point we can get rid of the coal thumper and everything up here, unless we want to put automatons in it. But then we could turn off this steam hub, which is going to reduce our coal consumption. All right. So this is the next steam hub we really want to think about turning off. And now that we've got the agitators and everything, we're going to go ahead. We're going to dismantle the propaganda center. That just gave us a big dive to our hope, but I don't care. And then we're going to turn off this steam hub. And then we can go ahead and put some more engineers back in there. And looking at our sick people, we can go ahead and say off and none, and we can juggle some more engineers back into here. And we're at 10 sick people, so we can go ahead, turn that off, get a couple more engineers back into this building. And as long as nobody else gets sick, everybody in here, all of our patients should be pretty much in this building. If we can get them all healthy again, then we can get another workshop going and keep that fast research, right? Keep that fast research moving. One more person got healthy. And not tonight, but the next night, we're going to upgrade some of these to be steam coal thumpers. Probably not this one, because we may end up demolishing it. But certainly this one, this one, this one, and that one. So we'll have 4 of them. Okay, here we go. We got some stowaways, and our choices are like to have discontent rise and hope fall, or no, we're gonna send the guards in. Get out of here! You can't get on that thing. This is an orderly evacuation. Nobody gets to go on it like out of turn. Okay, how dare you even try? And we're currently at minus 58. We just kind of want to keep an eye on whether the temperature is going to go up or down when the morning rolls around. Let's see here what it's going to do if it changes at all. More people are healthy. Okay, we got lots of food rations. Weather does not appear to have changed. 8 hours until our choo-choo train gets to the dreadnought. And we have lots of food rations, so let's just crank it up. Those are our only 2 wood buildings. And so that should mean we can get these ones yet? No, not yet. Not yet. Okay, but we got tons of food, tons of food. I can't remember how much we need to send to the dreadnought. No, it's like 6,000 or 5,000. It's a pretty decent number. Okay, it's getting colder. Temperature drops. Drop it like it's hot. Okay, so then the other thing we might want to start doing, because as we evacuate people, we're going to be able to get rid of some of these houses, right? We'll be able to reclaim the resources that are attached to them, all that good stuff. But the houses that are closest to the steam hubs, we probably want to build houses. So let's do like houses there. Houses there. Oh man, that used up a lot of steel. I'm not going to build any more houses today. I want us to have more steel to send out. All this stuff is heating up. I think it's all going to become chilly. Yeah. Okay, these we need hotter. Our cookhouses. This metal, well, that one's closed, so we don't want that one. Okay, one person sick. One person sick. We're chewing through the steam coal thumper. And if we can use the workshop at all, I would have done it, but it's not available on any of those. Not available back here. I believe it's available on this. No, not yet. I'm going to say none. Max, because we're going to get the most gathering with regular people. If they'll come over here. You know what? They're probably all building right now. No, it's at 9.5. This one hasn't started yet. Okay, but we do want people working these if possible. Because I just told a bunch of people to go build over here, it might kind of screw things up a little bit. Okay, next research. Next research. What do we need next? Heating. No, we want optimized shifts, and so we need 10 fewer engineers on the repair station, which will mean that the 50 that we have will then be the maximum amount, so a full staff, and we'll have the maximum efficiency with our repairs, or pretty close to it. Okay. So we're looking good in here. We got lots of food. This thing is like not even there yet. We just got 200 more steel dropped off on us. And in 2 hours, we need to free up a bunch of children. Okay, so we're going to free them up back here. In fact, let's do that now. Let's say none and max. None and max. None and max. And then we said we were going to pick these two in here. None and max. Oh, I got nothing. Okay, so we'll put a an automaton, none, and we'll drop an automaton in there. Okay, we got 50 children ready to go on the over to the dreadnought, and we'll get them moving pretty soon, and then we'll probably go through like one more day and end this one at that point, and then we'll come back in the next episode and see how we're doing. Okay, our hope is good. Discontent is good. So if we get any dilemmas, we should be able to pick like the decent choice. Okay, people, 50 out of 50 children. Let's pause it while we do this. Steel. Okay, so we can see that we have already sent enough steel to finish 2 decks. But we're going to go ahead and send max. We're going to keep 100 here. We're going to catch up on it. I believe we will catch up on it. But I can only send 100 right now. Okay, food, we have 1,600. So let's go ahead and do max. And we'll keep 200. And then coal. We have 6,000 coal available. We'll go ahead and send 769. We need like something like 5,000 coal. So, like, we should be able to get that no problem. Okay, so this thing is fully loaded. Off it goes. Okay, and we are like 2 hours ahead of schedule, essentially, in sending the children. Okay. And how many children are left in the city? We need 2 more trips to get all the children out of here. 2 more trips. Okay. Nobody is sick. So let's go ahead and say none. Close this. Get this one going. Okay. Make sure the game is moving. These steam hubs are off. I don't anticipate that we will turn them back on. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to destroy the one. But we have to leave the other because that is where the automaton refuels and we don't want it to have to walk too far. We can go ahead and we can get... Well, you know what? If we need more wood, we'll start destroying the streets. But for now, this automaton's doing a good job back there and we'll just let it keep going. We have 100 steel. Are we going to get through this before the day is done? Let's take a look here. About 1 hour. Okay, so we need to think about what we're going to research next because we are going to have some time. So we want to make sure that we leave a little bit of steel for that research. And then tomorrow, maybe we'll upgrade some of these bunkhouses near the steam hubs to regular houses. And we can also see now if we look in here, because we've been evacuating so far 100 children, there should be a bunch more bunkhouses and other stuff that is no longer occupied. So if we send 100 children, that should be 10 accommodations. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's this one. 10, 11. So this is saying 11, and we have nobody sick. So the other thing we could do is if we pause it right here. How many of these houses are in here? One. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we could get rid of all these houses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then that will free up this watchtower if we so choose, because these are all. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. And then we can turn off this steam hub. In fact, I think we can destroy it is what we'll be able to do. But maybe we want to leave it. So let's go ahead. Let's get started on that. And we're just going to dismantle, 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 dismantle. Tear all this stuff down. Let's go ahead, open our research. Okay, so we have optimized shifts. If we want, we could go into automatic prototyping. I don't know that we want to. It might be more beneficial for us to go into emergency repair. What that allows us to do is spend some wood and steel to repair the generator faster. But I think with all of these in place and the maximum number of engineers on the generator, maybe we won't need this. And eventually, all of our stuff is going to have less range. All of our heat sources are going to have less range. The other thing we do is automaton integration, increase their efficiency by 70%. Let's do that. Let's increase the automaton efficiency. And then we still got this house and this living quarters. We can get rid of all of that. Okay, so all that stuff's going to be destroyed. We're doing pretty good in terms of our hope and all the other goodies. We have lots of food rations. So we're going to go ahead. Everywhere where we can burn this, we're just going to burn it. Oops. And if we can burn it down here, let's say none. No worker. What? Okay, whoa. Wait. What's going on here? I don't have any automatons available? Where are they? How do I not have an automaton available for this? Okay, we need to send 2 automatons over there. We'll send this one. I feel like I lost an automaton. But we'll send that one over there. And then we'll say none and send that one. And we'll use the foreman ability on both of these. Prepare the evacuation. Limited space. This is a problem. We have some bad news concerning the dreadnought. The space aboard is limited. We can and should build additional cabins, but we won't be able to save everyone in Winterhome. The rumors about limited space are already circulating in the city, and hope falls, discontent rises. So now we got that discontent or hope falls, and so that's why we keep this, and so we just say boop, and we put the hope back up with our patrols, and so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, what are all my automatons doing? Oh, I have them in here in these gathering posts. This is where they are. Okay, get out of there. Get out of there. Go in here. Go in here. Okay, good. So we got a couple gathering posts that are unmanned. Okay, which is fine. It's no big deal. And this is now full staff, so malfunctions will be less severe. they'll take repairs will take less time. We've also got the increased efficiency from the agitator right here, and then we can also hit the foreman button as long as we keep enough food rations in the city. So we want to make sure that we always have those food rations. And before I forget, one of our goals tonight is to build steam coal thumpers. 4 of them. 4 steam coal thumpers. Okay. If we come back over here and look at the evacuation center, or no, we look at the dreadnought. Let's see. We need 4,231 coal. How many people can we fit? I believe we can only put 500 people on the dreadnought. So we've already got 75. So we can only fit 425 more. Yet when we go into the city, we have more than 425 people. We have 490. So like 100 people, give or take, like 90-ish people are not going to be able to leave Winterhome. There's nothing I can do about that. So we'll just, figure that out when we get there. And for once, we don't have an absurd amount of food rations, which is kind of weird. Not quite sure why that is. Okay. But let's go ahead and let's see. Where are we at? We're at the 50-minute mark. We're in a pretty good place where we're not like trying to juggle 10 things at once. So I think when we get to 5 a.m., we're going to go ahead. We'll end this episode. Here we go. We're juggling something now. Hope falls greatly. We have to fix the generator. Blah, 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 blah. So we dive in here. We see that it's going to take approximately 9 hours, but then we go boop, and now it only takes 6. And hopefully it finishes before this drops to the bottom. Oh, and now we got people that are sick again. So let's go ahead and say none. None. Max on. Boom. And we'll put some people in here. Okay, so now we can heal our sick people. Get them healthy again. Steel coal thumpers are in production, so tomorrow we should get a massive amount of coal, and we should be able to run the generator at like level 3 or 2 or something. We need to be at level 3 for this minus 76. Right? And how many houses are currently unoccupied? Pretty much we could destroy 2 structures. Well, not really, because these sick people, when they are healthy again, they will occupy a structure. So we don't want to do that. Take 1 engineer out of here. Drop him in there. Still, nobody has died. Like, we are rocking it. How long until this is repaired? 4 hours. Let's get the repair done, and then we'll pause it and leave a mental note as to what we need to do when we come back. So let's go ahead, speed it up. Okay, we're watching this. It looks like it's not even going to drop below level 1. It's going to drop below level 2 before the repair is done. Yeah, see? And then we are researching automaton integration. This is where the emergency repair would have helped. We would have spent like a good chunk of wood and some steel to like jump through 20 or 40% of the repair or something like that. Okay, we got a few more people that are sick. Let's look at the generator. Okay, and almost done. Almost done. What are the sick people doing? Okay, heat zone range reduced by 10%. This is a big problem. So what's going to happen now is all of our heat zones just got reduced in range by 10%. So our generator is going to be less effective at heating. We can see here that it's still reaching all these buildings, but it doesn't quite reach some of these other inner buildings. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it made much difference. If we look at the steam hubs, okay, let's let it run just a little bit. Okay, so all the steam hubs are reduced in range as well, but it's not that big of a deal. We're still actually quite okay with our housing and all that. This steam hub is no longer heating anything, so we can turn it off and we can dismantle this building. And we are going to go ahead. We're going to pause the game here, and this is where we're going to pick up when we come back in the next one. One of the first things we want to make sure is that these workplaces get out of freezing. They should. Well, no, what's happened here is these buildings are no longer in range of a steam hub. So we're going to need to build a steam hub in here. You know what? Let's go ahead. Let's just do it right now so I don't forget. So you see right here, there's a hole in our steam hub coverage. So we'll put that right there. Ooh, no. It doesn't reach this this gathering post. So maybe we will dismantle this gathering post because it's going to be permanently too cold. And this bunkhouse is now too cold also. But the other thing that's going to happen in 1 hour, this is going to drop off 50 children. We'll be able to put 50 more people into it and send it off. So we'll be able to demolish 5 more houses. So some of the houses that are freezing now and on the outskirts of the steam hubs, we'll be able to demolish them. It looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll have to upgrade something else to be like a bunkhouse or to be a house. Is this a house? That's not a house. That's not a house. So if we make one of these a house, it will maybe be okay. We could also just kind of drop a steam hub like in here somewhere to overlap these ones. We'll use a little extra coal that way, but we've also been able to turn off some steam hubs. So it should work out like relatively, equal as to the situation we had before the generator broke. So that's where we're leaving this one. Let me know if you enjoyed it with comments or thumbs up. As always, I'm enjoying this very challenging scenario, and I'm happy that nobody's died yet. I'm thinking we'll make it through to the end. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and consider following me on Twitter. Check out some of the other content on the channel, Total War, Planet Coaster, stuff like that. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. You have a good afternoon, and take care.